The warrior's reckoning, the price of silence and the refusal to bow. The question cuts like a blade across the throat of lies. Why do significant segments of Muslim communities refuse or fail to unequivocally denounce the rape gangs that have preyed on our daughters? This is not a debate for the weak. This is the battlefield Liz Wheeler forces into the light. And on this field, there is no room for the coward's comfort or the traitor's euphemism. The horror the weak allowed to grow. For years, in towns across Britain, organized packs of men, overwhelmingly of Pakistani Muslim heritage, hunted, groomed, drugged, and gang-raped thousands of British girls. In Rotherham alone, official inquiries documented at least 1,400 victims. The same pattern repeated in Rochdale, Telford, and beyond. Girls as young as 11 were turned into meat for the pleasure of predators who openly expressed their contempt for the native population. The strong do not look away from such evil. The weak do. And the weak ran the institutions of Britain. Police, councils, and social services knew. They chose silence. They chose the false god of political correctness over the blood of their own children. Fear of the word racist paralyzed them while the innocent were sacrificed. That is not governance. That is treason dressed in tolerance. Recent reckonings suggest the true number of victims may reach into the hundreds of thousands when every poisoned town is counted. The pattern was never random. It was cultural. It was religious. It was enabled by attitudes that treat non-Muslim girls as lesser, available, and disposable. The refusal that reveals the rot. Here the blade twists deeper. Some condemnations have come from Muslim voices, but too often they arrive late, qualified, or pivoted into accusations of Islamophobia. The dominant response in too many communities has been defense of the tribe over defense of justice. Predators were shielded by clan loyalty, honor-shame culture, and interpretations of faith that justify or minimize the violation of the outsider. A true warrior does not protect the wolf inside the camp out of blood loyalty. He cuts it out. He does not hide behind religious texts or cultural excuses while daughters are broken. He names the rot and burns it clean. The refusal, or the half-refusal to do so, is not misunderstanding. It is a failure of strength. It is a choice to value the feelings of the group over the lives of the violated. Political correctness did not merely slow the response. It was the chain that held the strong back while the predators fed. It taught an entire civilization to kneel before the false idol of diversity and offer up its children rather than speak the truth that burns. This is the same war. This silence is not separate from the control grid you have already exposed. The same machinery that builds AI temples of surveillance and feeds endless foreign wars also demands silence here. It divides us with guilt, shames us with labels, and distracts us with foreign conflicts, while the enemy inside the gates preys on the innocent. Distraction, division, domination. The pattern is the same. The warrior sees it clearly. He does not beg the false gods of multiculturalism and mass immigration for permission to defend his own. He does not outsource the protection of his women and children to institutions that have already proven they will sacrifice them to preserve the narrative. He draws the line. He speaks when speech is forbidden. He stands when others kneel. The warrior's code. The strong protect. They do not negotiate with predators. They do not soften language to spare feelings. They do not trade the safety of their daughters for social approval. They channel rage into purpose, not into performative weakness. Britain's grooming gang scandal is a warning written in the blood of the innocent. The refusal to fully confront the cultural and religious drivers behind it is not compassion. It is surrender. And surrender has a price that is always paid by those least able to fight back. The time for half measures and polite lies is over. The warrior does not ask why some refuse to denounce evil. He demands that every man with a spine denounce it without qualification, without deflection, and without fear. He demands borders that mean something. He demands speech that cannot be chained. He demands that the protection of his people come before the feelings of those who would replace them. This is the stand. This is the hill. No more retreat into comfort. No more sacrifice of the innocent on the altar of the false god of diversity. The weak inherit chains and shame. The strong forge their own fate in fire and iron. The daughters of the West were failed once by cowardice. They will not be failed again by silence.